legitimate worst mess up I've had was at an NSC, and I walked out there to teach a yell, gave a big howdy, and like nobody said howdy back. And I was like, and then like just kept on going with whatever I was gonna say. But afterward, Jake was like, dude, you can't do that. So probably fair.
We did a speech over the history of the Yell Leaders, and it was like 2 days after we learned it, and we had 2 events, and Luke gave it the first one. Killed it, did a great job, and on the way over, it was just me, Grayson, and Luke. He was like, hey, like, you want to give it the next one? I was like, yeah. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna mess it up though. I don't know, I just have a bad feeling about it. So I think I spoke it into existence, and I just like said the first 2 sentences and then forgot the whole rest of the speech, and so I made up the rest of it. No one knew but them, but it was really awkward. So.
During fish camp at the very start, Kyler and I, we got really hype, and we had like these mops, and then we would like throw them when the bass would drop for the song, like our intro song. And then we would throw them and we'd jump off the stage and get really hype in front of everyone and then like run around. I throw my mop and then like I get ready to jump down and I jump and then I just like immediately face plant straight into the ground. But like you can't redo it, so I just like got up and then was just like, let's go, and then ran around. But that was pretty embarrassing.
It was also at an NSC. And we give some speeches about all different traditions, and we teach the yells and do a yell practice. And after gig on, we always remind like the freshmen like to do their wildcat, because they're just a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, it's a little weird, and the parents love it, but the students are a little weirded out by it. So I'm like, all right, freshmen, do your wildcat. And then I forgot like where I was in my speech. I was like, what are you doing? And so I immediately go, howdy! And and it was just like so out of place. Everybody, howdy! Now we're gonna do the yell Aggies. Pass it back, Aggies. And you know what? They didn't know, but they on stage were cracking up.
You had it all right, but it was after Aggies, and then Farmers Fight was next.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then yeah, do you want to act
And
it
Jake
out?
just like kind of has a stroke.
That's right.
It's like, all right, do your wildcat like old Junior showed you.
That's right.
Didn't even remember. His
I
name.
like completely lost your names.
And then complete silence. Howdy. All right. On to the next one.
On to the next one. Pass it back. They loved it. They loved it. So that's all.
I think it's like everyone would expect it to be like the runouts in Kyle Field or Midnight Yell, but it's really just like random dinners with the guys, or like going on a car ride or something. Even pizza night with the boys. Like that was the classic.
Football in the rain.
Football in the rain. The list goes on, but it's the times that we had together, forming memories outside of the actual events. I think that were the most special to us, for sure.
Some of those memories from the summer were our favorite. Like it was literally such a special time to
Dude, we just had a ton of fun over the summer. I think living together and just spending so much time together. Like Luke said, we would all agree that was probably one of the best times of the year.
On the Colorado trip, we almost got close to the point of death, but
yeah.
Least favorite memory.
it was those memories that's your least favorite in the moment, but now it's
Looking
like
back, like
Yeah.
Set the scene, we're in Colorado like the trip Dick was saying. Josiah's all bandaged up because he just fell off a moped that looked like 2 days ago. Luke and I were climbing up this mountain, and the reason we're climbing this mountain, I'll admit, is because I saw a waterfall up there, and I love waterfalls. Like, oh yeah, it's just something about me. I was chasing this waterfall, there's the classic line, don't go chasing waterfalls, and not listen to that. We start going and realize that this is like very slippery, like broken up rock that we're climbing on. It's very steep, and at the edge of it is a drop off.
Like you will die.
Actually
no
die.
questions asked.
So
you're cooked.
we
Drop
start
off.
going and get about halfway across this like sheer face of a cliff. And to realize that we can't walk on this anymore. We have to like crawl across this. So we're both like clinging with
Like
our
bodies
bodies
flat to the ground.
to avoid slipping off a mountain.
And like we would slowly start to slip, like, oh crap, like there's death. Let me grab onto a random rock or like twig and hope it catches me.
And so we kept like literally crawling like for our lives. Finally make it across. and we weren't even at the waterfall. But after this whole like trek for our lives,
Probably like
we circled
3
back.
hours, by the way.
But it was getting
3 hours.
dark. It was getting dark.
And we found a perfectly groomed, cleared trail that went exactly to where we had just gone that
Like,
we
probably
probably
took
missed.
15 minutes to get back down.
So, moral of the story, we're not very smart and don't go chasing waterfalls.
It does get exhausting. You do get tired, and we're all human. And at one point or another, like you're always gonna, like your human nature is to think about yourself, not think about God, not think about others. So it goes back again to identity in Christ and identity in living and serving others, but also just a huge lesson of like anything we do in life should never solely be about us. It's okay to work to serve your family, to serve your country, to work towards your faith, but it's always about serving others. It's never about you, especially when you come back from a football game at 2 or 3 a.m. and there's a sporting event or just anything the next day and it's Sunday and like, all we want to do is go to church and spend time with family and rest and get ready for the week. But it's like, no, there's still 2 events. You still got to go to it. You signed up for this whole job. You didn't just sign up for certain aspects of it. And so
Life is literally just all about people. Like our faith is what grounds us, and like our faith and our relationship with Christ is like the center of who we are. But like God calls us to do like 2 things. That's like love Him and then love other people. And literally all the other stuff is like really so meaningless compared to that. And like just that attitude of, and this is something I still struggle with. Like it's something I've learned, but I still struggle with all the time. It's just like never being too busy for a smile or for a conversation, or just like, even though it's your millionth time putting on a uniform to go to another like event, that might be someone's only time they're ever gonna see you in their 4 years or just ever. So never forgetting that, and never forgetting like your smile can literally just brighten someone's day, and like taking that as a huge weight of responsibility.
And like with that, since we're representing the university, like maybe it's their only interaction with A&M as a whole. Obviously we hope it's not, we hope they come here. But keeping that in mind, when we did NSCs, we had 24 of them?
Yeah, 24.
And it's the same dadgum thing 24 times. But to every student in that room, I guess they're one and only NSC. And so it's easy to kind of get caught up in your schedule and think that like wherever I am, whatever I'm doing right now is I just kind of got to get through it to get to what I need to go to next. And that's a pretty sucky mentality because then you can't enjoy whatever you're doing. And so whether it is like some event or just something super minute on the schedule, like nothing is ever getting in the way of what you need to go to next. Like this is water, this is life. Like this is where we're at. So let's tear it up.
I guess I would just say that, A&M is special for a reason, and we do go and attend, football games even when our team isn't doing that well, and we are at midnight yell the night before, staying up super late, very passionate fan base, and that has been for since A&M was founded. And I would just say, don't lose that. Like, don't conform to the, Twitter comments hating on it, or, the people saying that it's stupid or whatever. Stick to what we know, stick to who we are, and don't change for people that don't understand it.
People at A&M are special. A&M attracts a certain type of individual, like Trev Alberts, athletic director, President Welsh, Coach Morrison, the athletes. Like I go on and on. Like we've had dinner with President Welsh at his house, like with him and his wife, and it felt so casual. Like I mean, that's something that we get to do because like we're in this role and we're really honored to. But like I can guarantee, if he had the time, he would do that with every student he could. That's because of like they understand truly like what the mission is at A&M, and it's about the students. I think like my departing message to 12th man is, my quote on my overalls was "one team, one fight." That's the quote my dad had above his office, and I think that shows what A&M is from the 12th man. Like we're all in this together. When we're all standing together, shoulder to shoulder at Aggie Muster on April 21st saying, "Here." And I think it's important to remember that it's up to you each and every day to embrace the traditions, embrace Texas A&M, keep what makes it special, stand for something, stand for what we believe in. It's just continue to make A&M incredible. It makes it special by being the incredible people that Aggies are. Thank y'all, and God bless Texas A&M. Dig 'em.
Thank y'all. Dig 'em.